Hello everyone, and today we'll be going over the best fish in Subnautica to eat. Let's do this. So let's start with the good old peeper. The peeper is all around the tastiest fish in Subnautica. So let me start with why. The eyeball gives this taste of spaghetti and a little bit of mustard. And it's just really good. And the whole body of it just kind of tastes like a meatball covered in marinara. It's just the best food you could eat in this game. It's just very tasty and very good. So, we going over its counterpart, the Oculus. The Oculus, I'm sorry to disappoint people, but the Oculus just does not taste as good as its more tropical counterpart. The Oculus just tastes like green beans that just are rotting, covered in macaroni and cheese that's old and probably had a bird crap in it. So it'll be a D tier. It's just not that good. And next we'll be going over the hoopfish. The hoopfish is a very sweet, a little sour fish. It's pretty good. The whole green tastes like candy, and the purple tastes like an eggplant with some salt in there and a little bit of sugar. It's pretty good, oddly enough. So we'll be giving this bad boy a B tier. So we'll be going over its lost counterpart, the spinefish. The spinefish is kind of exotic. It tastes as if it's there's this aftertaste with it. Basically it tastes as if old chicken bones. Chicken bones have this weird little taste to them. When you're looking around at the chicken, there's a taste to it. And that's what the spinefish tastes like. At least with the aftertaste of licking it, because it's bone. There's some little flesh attached that's kind of tasteless. So I'll be giving this a D tier. There's just not much taste to it until you get to the bones, but even then there's just not much taste at all. The eyes add for some nice little sweet surprise, but it's not much. We'll be going over the eye now. The eye was an attempt at capitalizing on the peeper. The peeper was a very popular food, and the eye was a corporate attempt at kind of making a tastier version. But the eye, it just sucks. We'll be giving, just for that, we'll bump the Oculus up to a C. The eye is just so terrible. It's just rot. It's like a Burger King, or it's like a Big Mac versus a Whopper. It's just not as good as the Big Mac. The eye is just not that tasty. It's just bland, uninspired. There's no sweetness to it. It's just bad. We'll be going over its magma counterpart, the magma eye. And how does this one taste? It does taste better than its tropical counterpart. This one, it's spicy. It's interesting. But again, it just doesn't taste as good as the peeper. But we will give this one a C tier. So the next fish we'll be going over is the boomerang. The boomerang, this is one of the best fish, honestly. I'll just put that right at an A tier, and I'll explain why. The boomerang, it has this and I mean this very sweet taste. But once you've eaten it, it's just gone. That's with most of it. But the boomerang, a few minutes later, the taste comes back on your tongue. I don't know how to explain this, but it's just so good. So the boomerang is definitely one of the best foods you could have. We'll be going over its spicy counterpart, magmarang. This thing, where do I start? It's just spicy, warm. It's just really good. So I'd say the spicy counterpart is better than the tropical counterpart. Next, we'll be going over this thing. This thing was another corporate attempt on capitalizing on the peeper. Does this taste better than the eye? No, it's actually far worse. This thing, it's just bad. It tastes like vomit. It's just not good. It's uninspired. At least the eye has like a little unique taste to it. This doesn't. It just tastes like vomit. So we'll be putting the eye hole here. I'll be going over the Reginald. The Reginald, it may look like another corporate attempt at making a peeper, but no, actually, the Reginald's pretty good on its own. It's like a little chocolate bonbon. It's pretty good. Like, it's a chocolate surprise. Like, it's mint chocolate too. That's really good. And the little purple's like a little crunchy, you know. So it's always nice to have some crunchy. And like underneath the mint is like this amazing chocolate, and then the eyeball just adds that extra taste. So we'll be giving the Reginald a B tier, A tier rank. Next is the bladderfish. The bladderfish, I have mixed feelings about the bladderfish. So it tastes like piss. God damn you, cat. This one just tastes like piss. It's horrible. Like, there's nothing good about this one. Like, well, wait, I shouldn't say there's nothing good about it, because that's what I'm getting to. Like, the overall air sac just tastes like piss. It's just not good. But the center of it, it tastes like a sweet and salty pretzel. So that's why I'll be giving this one a C tier. If you just remove the sacs, it tastes like a pretzel. That's really good. Next is the Gary fish. This one, it's like, it just tastes like a potato chip. There's not much to it. It's just a potato chip. Would I eat a bag of Gary fishes? Maybe. So, you know, I'll give it a C tier. It's kind of like a little pack-away snack, you know. But I wouldn't eat like a gargantuan amount of Gary fishes. Next is the hoverfish. You should never eat the hoverfish. This thing's just far too adorable. If you eat it, you're an awful human being. Anyways, this thing tastes pretty good, actually. The pads on it, they taste like the beef of a burger with like a little ketchup sprinkled in there. So that's why I'll be giving it a D tier. And the only reason is you just should not cook and eat a hoverfish. If I gave it an S tier, that would make people want to cook this thing. So, a small price to pay for salvation. Last, but certainly least, is the spadefish. The spadefish is very crunchy. And, like, it tastes like a sucker. Like, it's just very crunchy, tasty. I do not recommend this fish for those who have weaker teeth. Like, so I'll give this one a B tier. Just because this one could damage your teeth, so I just want to let people be wary about that. So that is my Subnautica food tier list. I did not include any other food because they're not fish, as far as we can tell. I would add the bleeder, but problems occurred with that one, so we weren't able to really use it for the tier list. I hope you guys enjoyed this tier list. Leave a like, favorite, and share, and subscribe. Ring that bell icon. That will be all for this video. I hope you enjoyed this tier list. Oh crap, was that showing the whole time? No. Okay.